Welcome to the DOMC Presents Worldbuilding. I was originally going to do a video on the world I have been building for the Pathfinder game the Wolf and I are running, but instead I thought I would talk about some horror world building, because modern-ish horror and deco-punk high fantasy are very different monsters. I would like to welcome you all to Fortune City, the most relaxing place on Earth. Rejuvenation is right around the corner. Nestled in the mountains, enjoy pristine lake beaches, verdant forests, local farm-to-table cuisine, as well as dozens of activities to help you feel the joys of life once again. Fortune City, you'll never want to leave. This Hotel California-esque horror town has been alive in my head since I was in high school. It is the place that all my nightmares take place in, and is the location for the comic I am currently working on. The rules of Fortune are simple. You can never leave. You can arrive by bus or by plane, but those same methods of transportation will never take you home. I've been working on the world map for the city, which is what we are looking at. Because this world started as a dream, I have had to extrapolate a lot of locations as far as where they are in accordance to one another. The first building to ever be part of the Nightmare City was a 2-ish story mall, which you will notice is not on the map yet. The thing about the mall is that it's got that dying mall feel. You know, where there are lots of stores, but you don't know most of them. Half of them don't even look like they have enough to sell to keep up the storefront they exist in. And there is simultaneously no one there and everyone there. Once you are in the mall, finding the main exits becomes nearly impossible. Every path you walk, every escalator, elevator, or set of stairs you ascend or descend will lead you to the empty center of the mall. The dark, dingy basement stores off the parking garage that you can never find your way out of. Or the most common location, a 2-story fabric and craft store. This store has fabric folded and piled on tables, fake flowers lining a floor-to-ceiling wall, and masks. The masks are the problem. They watch you, follow every movement you make from their place on the walls, and once they see you, they never unsee you, and you will never unsee them. Even if you get out of the mall after that, they will be there in the corner of your vision, watching, waiting. In that moment when they saw you, when you saw them hanging there, they stole a piece of your soul, and they want the rest. That missing piece will keep you from finding rest. Every morning you wake exhausted, barely able to function, yet drawn back to the mall, back to the store, back to the mask that you can still see, still feel. Fight it for as long as you think you can. In the end, you will return to the mall, to the mask. You will give yourself up to it. You will become it. Or maybe it becomes you. Either way, welcome to Fortune. Now that we've talked about the mall, it's time to place it on our map. You can't actually see the lake from the mall. It's closest to the theater, but we haven't gotten to that building yet, so we will need to place it in relation to the housing area. As you can see, I have been working on the suburbs of Fortune while leaving the business and entertainment districts empty. But this gives us something to work with. The mall is going to be on one of the main roads, but not close enough to the lake that you can see it, So we're looking at the outer western loop. I'd say right about here. So let's go ahead and put that there. That doesn't do us any good. Oop. Got rid of the wrong thing there. All right. So let's place the mall. Oops. Get this all colored in. A little bit smaller brush. Nope. What are we doing? We need foreground. All right. Then just remind us why the mall is scary. But just the lightest bit of a mask right there. There we go. The mall was the first building to ever exist in Fortune, but it wasn't the first important building I placed on this map. That was Fortune City College at the northernmost section of the map. It's right here. Just zoom in. I'm not really sure which came first in my dreams, the theater or the school, but the school added far more physicality to the city because the lake itself came with the school. I should note, before going further, that I haven't dreamt in the first person since I was 5. As a child, I suffered from night terrors, and to combat that, I became a lucid dreamer. After that, while I still dreamt primarily in what is classified as nightmares, I'm not in them. I bring this up because Fortune City College was part of a continuous dream that went on for several months, each night picking up where it left off the night before. FCC boasts fantastic natural studies courses, botany, biology, conservation, but also has strong business and STEM programs. It's known to be a bit of a party school, and the administration is constantly warning the students not to go out to the lake if they're drunk. Of course, no one listens, so the school, unfortunately, has a higher than average amount of drownings every year. Because, of course, it's the alcohol causing the problem, not the lake itself. It's just a lake, after all. A beautiful, pristine lake that supplies the city with its water and most of its energy, as there are hydroelectric generators that draw from the river. The lake is the lifeblood of the city and its primary attraction. Just don't be by the water's edge when the mist rolls in. Certain members of the school faculty know what the lake really is. Some even try to fight it, keep it from taking the life of everyone it can touch. The creatures that come out of the water look almost human. Because they were, once upon a time. Every soul that the water takes, it then uses to gather others. They crawl from the waves as the fog sets in. Their flesh slightly bloated, slick with water. Their eyes are empty sockets, yet they track movement. And once they spot you, their jaws fall open in a silent scream, choked by the water that pours from their gaping mouths. One touch, and your lungs fill with water. One touch, and you drown. School knows. and it does nothing to save the students damned to the water. It does nothing to save anyone from the darkness of the depths. And that's where we're going to stop today. Next time we work on Fortune City, we will talk about the theater and maybe the hotel/hospital and the horrors that live in the stairwells there. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense, and we will see you guys next time on Department of Mimics Presents.